one thing that I don't think is I try to talk about niche topics that other people don't really talk about because it's so saturated nowadays and everything. So I just want to go through what I've learned and very like not as well known stuff that people don't really talk about because yeah. But one thing I do want to talk about today, and one thing that you can do to protect yourself, your muscles, and your tendons is to do some protocols that I'll explain. So, back in the days where I was making TikToks daily, one of my TikToks, one of my videos had me doing an example of what not to do, and that was to do really wide ranges of motion without preparation. What I mean by that is that I didn't do any warm ups and I didn't ease into the exercise. I just straight up went from pull ups to ultra wide grip pull ups, and I was saying, hey, that's bad because you're putting your body in a way, you're working on your body in a way that it's not used to, so you're likely gonna strain it and get injured. And obviously, that makes sense if your body's not used to it and you just go full head on into a workout like that, especially when you don't warm up, your body's gonna strain. Your tendons are obviously just gonna get injured immediately. It hasn't had time to adjust or build the specific tendons for that range of motion, and even your muscles, although they may get used to it, it's gonna strain them. And guess what? I use wide grip pull ups, and I did wide grip pull ups in the video, and guess what? I got injured from that. So by doing something I said not to do in the video as an example, I did in fact get injured from that. And just a month ago, and I'm still injured from that. I really was obsessed with progressing to a one arm pull up or a one arm chin up. And to do that, I did archer pull ups, but I wasn't satisfied. I wanted to speed run it basically. And so instead of just doing normal arches and slowly increasing the amount of bad leverage I have by slowly increasing the wideness I had, I just straight up went for super ride and then did my archer pull ups in that ultra wide grip. So way more force than my arm could handle was on my left arm and thus on my right arm too. And so my forearm has been injured ever since, which is really bad and has inhibited my pushing motions too. So by injuring one muscle or a tendon in one plane of movement can also affect all your other movements. And that's something I want to help try and prevent. And so some protocols that could help is just a simple warm up before you work out. First of all, simple warm up before you work out. Have that dynamic movement, get the blood flowing to the tendons and muscles so you're ready. Second of all, if you're going to do a new movement, I feel like it would be better that rather than just do it straight away, that over several workouts you either build up to that. What I mean by that is, if say with my wide pull up example, you do a pull up, and if you want to do wides, then you slowly increase the width. One workout, two workout, three workout, and then you'll be by the third or fifth workout, you'll be at where you want to be in a safe way, in a way your tendons and your muscles can develop specifically for that motion. And I know it may be like unnecessary and inefficient, but in the long run, it is necessary and is efficient because you got to prevent those injuries. And the whole point of working out is to build muscle and prevent injuries in the future too, and longevity and functionality and strength. All of these encompass that. And so by doing just a few small things and by being patient by a few workouts, you can prevent a lot of injuries. So yeah, thanks for watching.